Even though Black Widow made a ton of money at the box office and on Disney Plus with the premium on demand, the film still lost a ton of potential revenues because of those pesky little pirates. So when it's all said and done, in 2021, Black Widow made over $600 million if you combine box office and the Disney Premium on Demand, which of course was a big gamble for them. Now, when it comes to what happens, with the film obviously being day and date and the whole piracy angle of it, we know you can't stop it. People are going to be downloading the film, so that's naturally just the way it goes. You're really not going to be able to battle that. And recently, we saw some reports in regards to what exactly has been going on with how many downloads they were able to track and just how much money would the film have made had people not pirated it. And of course, they're using a bunch of equations. Obviously, they have ways to track this and looking at previous projections and all that. And essentially what they've come up with is $500 to $600 million worth of this film was gone due to piracy. Now again, this is pretty substantial because you're talking about box office revenue and potentially more Disney Plus profits, but again, it was just sort of how it was going to go. People were going to wake up that morning, go pirate it, watch it, and that's it. They weren't going to go to a theater. They weren't going to buy it on Disney Plus, which is, of course, what people do. But in this day and age, it's honestly kind of shocking to see that the number is still this low, all things considered, because piracy, as much of a deal as people try to make it out to be, it's still not as big as you might think. And we've seen a lot of people actually get turned away from piracy just because it's like, I have to go through these means and you never know, and there's companies tracking you and VPNs and all this, and other people are just like, why don't I just avoid the hassle and, just pay the $20 to $30 and just own the film? And again, piracy has gone down year over year, depending on what you're looking at. But it's always one of these things where you see and you're like, well, that could have been profit, but what are you going to do, right? In the end, it doesn't really matter. And they still saw enough profits from the film that it's actually profitable, which is, I think, in the end, what they wanted from this. So yeah, it didn't hit the $1.2 billion they expected in box office, but again, it's a different metric. If you really think about it, the Disney Plus profit alone of $30 and just about 25 of that goes to Disney. They actually ended up making way more of a profit with Black Widow than even Spider-Man No Way Home currently, which is absolutely insane to think about, but it is the truth. So you just got to think about the whole scenario and the bigger picture and go, well, yeah, people pirated it, but what about the people that actively bought it, that they literally get most of the cut from? Well, that's a different story.